Walmart, Oregon, we don't have a. Oakland, we don't have one there either. House BHP, we don't have one in Idaho, which means we've got to go back to Texas. Let's head back to Texas. That's not Texas, where are we? We're in Dallas. We've got to get us sleeping, don't we? It's oh yeah, desperately need sleep. Well, we'll do that first. Get that over and done with. Might as well fuel up while we're here too. Is there a mechanics close by? Why can't you get your truck fixed? I'm in neutral, but apparently I was still in second gear according to the game. Why can't you get your trucks fixed? Have your in-house mechanic? We only need $100,000 more. Alright, let's have a look to see what jobs we've got. Where's the nearest mechanic? Right down there. Alright, let's have a look. If we've got a nice short one, it'd be really good. So, that one. That one's a bit longer, 14,000. Why is the game being generous? Really generous. These short trips. Okay, this is going to be an option. I'm going to limit the options because of the time. So this one's an option for 4,000. It's only 250 miles, but that'll be number one. This will be number two. This would be number three. And I will say that's my preferred one at the moment. That's number four, which I'm okay with. Obviously, because I'm giving you the option. Number five, also happy with. That one, I'm not. So that won't be part of it. That one's not going to be part of it. And that one's not going to be part of it. Okay, so we'll run through this again. That's number one. That's number two. That's number 3, 4, and 5. I'll give you 30 seconds to put your choice in. Starting from now. We've got one for 3. Just that one there and up. We've got 5 seconds left. Hopefully that Walmart, if it's a choice. It is the choice, number 3. Just this one. So hopefully...
Ready to roll.
Look, Walmart's next to the... Oh, it's not next to the mechanics, is it? It's only 9%. We'll fuel up though. Crash cam too, isn't it? Now, here's an interesting thing. If we spend about 50 grand on a trailer in ETS, we account for that, we're at 120, so about 40 grand away. So there's still a chance that ETS will end up being in the lead this week, but it's not going to be by much, which is good. Or ETS being in the lead, not by much. We really ain't going to know until I buy the trailer next week. But we can go with a guesstimate. It's good income that came in, eh? 16 grand and stuff. Mind you, I think that 40 is the best I've ever seen so far, so... And I've definitely never seen that in ATS. It's just ATS that had that. Is that right? A sign of things to come? Imagine that. Wonder what level Ben is. If that's going to be a regular occurrence or roughly around those types of figures for him at this level. And when the other guys get to that level.
Stay right, and then turn right.
Mind you, that I'm assuming they'll be over a long distance, so there won't be an everyday occurrence, mind you.
Right.
Enough drivers and... come to a stop, then go. Then it will be like a couple of those a day, big amounts.
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Change that back to... not that one. Wrong button. That one back to... show me the speed. It just feels wrong being so empty around here. Not that I've ever been to Dallas, but I've seen Dallas. The soap opera.
Get ready to turn right.
It was Dallas and Dynasty, wasn't it? My mum used to watch them. They had no choice. Because we only had the one TV back then.
Turn right. It's all over now.
Off to Dollar General.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, these pipes. Where are you? You're right there.
Let's do this.
I think we were right to get into crash cam straight away, around here, eh? So like I said, there's not much around. There's more roads than anything else. Actually, there's more grass than anything else, isn't it? Oh, here we go. I've got to get out of here first. I thought I changed that. Oh, it's first gear. Sure. 7th gear. What's going nowhere? I mean the truck when I stalled it. Thinking I was in 7th gear and I was in 13th.
Turn right.
Legit. Yeah. But I mean, he's probably working up, you know, all the states he's got to do work on and everything else like that. I suppose at the moment with the announcement of Texas, there's no point working on Texas. He's got to wait until it comes out.
Get ready to turn right.
But, you know, Texas was one of the first ones he worked on. And he did add to it and add to it and add to it, so... Why not in Dallas make it bigger and all that, work on those? I mean, if you're going to work on anything first, wouldn't you work on the big main centres? All the small townships and that wouldn't need as much work. I've done it again. Wouldn't need as much work, would they? So looking a little bit lonely and empty wouldn't be that much of a deal, not as noticeable as it is here. Another jet.
Then turn left.
I mean, that's just my view.
Turn left.
But I think it makes sort of sense. It says $6 grand, 95,000. Victor. Oh, really? Oh. That's pretty good attention to detail, mate, if you pick that up, because I haven't noticed, mind you, I haven't looked for it. I just get in and drive and assume I'd really notice. You really take notice of the area, dude. That's quite impressive. And if he did that, then there's even less excuse for why this is all empty. Because he could copy and paste a whole bunch of cities and just put it in this area. I mean, you look at Los Angeles and stuff with this UCS. There's a lot of area. San Francisco, there's a lot of area. I don't know, I suppose there's different architecture and stuff in that. I mean, honestly, if I don't like it, I should be doing this myself and not complaining about someone who's sort of in their own time does this, looks after this, and Canada Dream now, so mind you, if he took on Canada Dream, you think he's got the time? I don't know. Yeah, well, mind you, they hurry up. Yes, and do all the states. Won't have to worry about it. I mean, you look at You look at ATS, right? That came out in 2013. You look at all the countries that they added in, and that's Europe's more compact. A lot more areas, a lot more rural areas, a lot more, you know, towns and stuff like that closer together than they are in the States. Which takes a lot more time to do the assets and all that for that, you would think, than doing it with this. Mind you, over there on the left it looks a lot more busy. Not the word really I'm looking for. I've done it again. A lot more
Then turn right.
I don't know. Can't think of the word, too tired. But I think you know what I mean, it looks small. Less empty. There we go, we'll just go with that. So yeah, and you've got a lot of countries and stuff in ATS, and they've had in 2002, so 7, 8, 9 years on that. ATS they've had 7 years. This came out in 2015, didn't it? But saying that, they've also had less workers. They've grown bigger and more workers and stuff since ATS come out. So why is it taking so long to bring all these states out? And you only get one. ATS, you get a DLC, you pretty much got more than one country, except for, well, Liberia you got 2, then you got Portugal as well, but okay, admittedly I would understand that comparatively, like bringing out Texas, a lot bigger area than bringing out, or maybe the same amount of areas, bringing out 2 or 3 countries in the ATS. But once again, I think there'd be a lot more towns and stuff like that, a lot more roads and all sorts that they've got to do in ATS DLC than they would have to with ATS. I mean, I'm only assuming, but that's what I generally get the feel from the actual vanilla maps, ATS vanilla maps and ATS vanilla maps. Yeah, it would be big. But you know what I mean though? I mean, do you agree? I mean, you know the area in real life, but then again, you know, have you been to Europe and seen it there? I'm only going from what I've seen in ATS, as far as how far you travel on that. And especially with a detour, that sort of gives me the indication how far you take a detour. Compared to what you taking a detour in ETS. So it seems like there's a lot more open spaces, a lot more empty spaces, you know, not much in the way of residential and all that kind of stuff in the ATS, so less assets in the ETS. Yeah, I have no doubt, though, yeah. I have no doubt. That's true. But like I said, how much more buildings and assets need to be put in to those Portugal and Spain compared to Texas? That's what, you know? Like I said, it's just an observation. It could be a wrong observation. It's just the impression I've got from the vanilla maps of the ETS and ATS. And I just assume if you got less assets to put down, you're just mainly putting trees and grass down and hills, and you don't have to do much if you've got hills around you. You just got to show them up. You don't have to do anything behind them. But I suppose with a lot of Texas, with big country like this, like we've got now, we've got a lot of flat land, so you've got to put all that in, I suppose, because you're seeing a lot more that way. But still, you're putting in grass and trees and stuff that are already been there. It's just a matter of plonking them down. With individual towns and that with their own architecture, they've got to go in and they actually got to build those, create those assets. They don't copy and paste most of them. You know what I mean? I mean, you might know what I mean, but you might disagree with it. You might... I think I need to be in the other lane. You might have a reason why that's incorrect. It's probably more correct than me. My reason why I think I'm correct. Because you have the advantage of at least knowing what one of these environments look like in the US, because you're from there, where I have no, because I've neither been to Europe or America. Did I say neither instead of neither? Neither America or Europe, or did I say neither? It should be neither, shouldn't it? So you're basically saying you always know where you are. Yeah, I've played GeoGuessr badly. That came out really quick, didn't it? I saw it early too, so I was prepared, so I went to put it into gear. The problem was I didn't put it into gear properly. I was trying to put it into gear. I was hitting the bit that separates the gear, and I thought, oh, I'm going to crash. I need to get in the cab. Yeah, but I mean, you've got it, like, even with that, you've got an advantage over me because you know the vastness of the area. I have no concept of that because I live in a small country. A vastness area to me is probably the distance from New York to New Jersey. That's my whole country. You know what I mean? Better perspective in it. So that's what I was saying, and see what you were going to say about it, whether you agreed or not, or had another point of view, which would probably be a lot more onto it about the reason why they take so long to bring out a ATS map compared to ETS. And considering they're not working on anything else but the DLCs. Surely they're going to come out quicker. Well, this is a whole lot of nothing around here. And I meant like, you know, the unfinished background. You did a good choice here, Causey. 12 minutes away, there it is. And it's 4 minutes to 5. I'm going to take it right here and go past that exclamation point.
Go straight.
And then we'll drop this off, and I think we'll go to the mechanics and fix it for the end of the stream, fix the truck up. Oh, is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. I actually thought it'd be bigger than that. Mind you, I don't know how far Invercargill is because I've never been that far. Yeah, recruitment agency. Nice, that was a good choice on my part. So, yeah, I don't really know. I know that the South Island is a lot is bigger, quite a bit bigger than North Island, definitely longer. So, you know, the trip from Auckland to Wellington's about 8 hours. I think from the top of the South Island to the bottom be a lot longer. Actually, I could ask my son. He would sort of know because he rode all the way from Auckland to Otago. Might as well get into this view now. Ready for the drop-off? I'm guessing it's on the right because it looks like Amazon's on the left there. Oh no, Amazon's on the right. Okay. I should just look at the flag. I was looking at the flag, man, and I just didn't even take notice.
Turn left.
So it says Walmart.
You have
Food
arrived
centre.
at your destination.
Where does it
Your
say
route
Dollar
guidance is
General
now
here?
finished.
Nowhere. That's what I'll tell you. Free. Okay. Not much room to turn around here, is there? I have to take a better approach of that. And let's just back up. Let's not jackknife, shall we? Let's avoid that option. I'll get close to this wall so I can turn around. At least it's a small trailer, short trailer. But we got this other one in the way here, so... And it is in the way. Let me get my bearings. I can't get my bearings because I can't see anything because of these stacks. And then it does that. Why can't I see further? No, too far. That should be okay. That's automatically turn. It's not the way I want it to turn. Oh, it's because you've got the steering wheel the way around, JJ. You want it to straighten up, you need to turn the other way, don't you? Just go straight. Right, now go the other. That's the way you want to go. Well done. No, you want to go a bit quicker because it's not responding too good. Out of all of the ones that's going to give me trouble today, this is the one I thought would the least, not be easy, but the least compared to the other ones we got. Right, I need to see it. Right, okay, I can see it back now. Ah, stuff it. I'm doing it this way. Those sticks are... Too much effort this time of night with my mindset at the moment. So I'm going with this. Right, we'll go there. Repair.
Let's go.
And that'll be it. And maybe we get a little bit of income on the way there. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. Not that I really want to make it interesting because I get the feeling any extra help the
Turn right.
ATS gets is to a huge detriment to ETS.
Turn right.
Even if at the moment ETS is in the lead this week by about maybe say 20,000, I still feel like ATS is the one winning. The true leader of this week.
Stay left, and then turn left.
Need to go back into crash cam just to remind me when we come back in next week. That's what we're in crash cam for the rest of the day. Are we still in Texas? We're in, are we? Or we're in Louisiana. Something like that. Oklahoma.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Right, let me get my pen and paper out. ATS, I'll tell you the first thing I'll do this time around is make sure I write the correct money amount. So that's 104, 119 with 5 large garages, 25 trucks. And of course we've got the trailer as well, but as I said, even though we didn't get it in ETS yesterday, it's because I ran out of time, not that we couldn't afford it. So basically it's all even, it's just about the money at the moment. ETS, excuse me, it'll be about 50 grand, I think, roughly around 50 grand, which should make it, let's say, 120,000 for ETS. There's about $16,000 euro, 16,000 difference between the two. So I think won't really know until I stream next Thursday ETS, but I think it's safe to assume, it's never safe to assume, but I'm going to say safe to assume that for this week the winner is ETS, that's in the lead by about 16,000 roughly. But yeah, once I buy the trailer next week we'll know for sure. Either way, it's still good. I was panicking again that ATS was going to run away with this. But yeah, it's nice that yeah, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth and put them onto the screen, Horsey. Because that's what I was just about to say. It's nice to know that it stays close, and it's, yeah, and it's good. But I mean, ATS has had so much of a run, I've got my doubts. So I just can't help myself and just not get excited about ETS coming back like that. It is really good when it happens, but after the thrill of that's gone, the worry sets in about ATS. And yeah, just because I want the closeness. Yes, I want ETS to win. I don't know why. I just like ETS over ATS, and I can't explain why. Not by much, but I do. But I just want a close race. If ATS wins, I won't be too upset about it. I'll be a little disappointed that ETS didn't win. But what I really want is a close race. That's what I really want. If ETS is going to lose, I just don't want it to lose by much. I'll be happy with that. I'll take that. I'll take the win all the way home. But I will be quite happy to do with a close loss. Because I think a lot of people, maybe, I'm not putting people's words into people's mouths here, but I think a lot of us think that ETS will be the one that's easiest to make money on, because everything's cheaper and stuff like that, which is true. But then we've got the added extra of ETS time-wise. And this is over playing the same amount at the same amount of times. Obviously, it's not, you know, in game days or anything else like that. But you got ETS where you spend a lot of time, possibly on a ferry trip, especially with you know, pro mods on and stuff. Where you go through a lot of days on a ferry, and you get a lot of income coming in from your workers and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next week, and that, to remind people, is happening on my Thursday. For some of you, that's Wednesday evening. The schedule has changed. Go check my schedule page out to get the new schedule, new times. Well, it's not new times really, it's just new days for the games. So yeah, but anyway, go check it out. The schedule page will give you everything you need to know about what time for you locally I am streaming and what I'm streaming. So, big thank you to Causey for keeping me company and chat all through the day. I don't know where Dave is. Sort of missing you, Dave. Dave, you there, Dave? Hello, Dave. Speak to me. And Aussie, all of them. Aussie Farmer, Aussie Cookie, Aussie Medic. But especially Aussie Cookie, because he's normally here. Hasn't been. I've thrown them out with having time off. Also, was Lieutenant Navy NZ. Popped in and said hello. Thank you for doing that. And yeah, I shall be back tomorrow with the Farming Sim competition. Farming Stimulator 22, as I like to call it, even though I've sort of lost interest in it rather quickly. But that's not because of the game. I've lost interest in everything. The only thing I can really enjoy playing at the moment, well, I don't really enjoy scream at the screen, but the only one I can actually get myself to play is Call of Duty. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be back with the Farming Sim, with the competition. Patrio won't be here. He wasn't going to be able to make either two days this week, even if we keep the schedule the same and change it next week. Because he starts his new job on Monday, which means he would be working Monday and Tuesday. He won't have either of those days off. So he'll be here for the Sunday stream, but he won't be here for tomorrow's stream. And then Monday and Tuesday, hopefully it's Dyson's Fair program as all goes well. My day off on Wednesday, and then back to the Trucking Sim competitions on Thursday with ETS, and then this on the Friday. All right, guys. A big thank you to everyone who's come along, whether you've been and gone, still here watching after the fact, either on the Twitch VOD or my YouTube edits where I take these streams, put them up 2 days after I stream them, and they're cut into 35-minute episodes or thereabouts, and just to make it a little bit easier, I'll give people a choice who have got a busy lifestyle. They want to catch up on the stream but don't have enough time to watch the whole stream, then that way you can watch a couple of episodes, an episode, 3 episodes, whatever it is, and you know where you're up to. I've watched episode 3, I can come back later and watch episode 4. It's nice and easy. But the other bonus too is obviously my Twitch streams on my VODs on Twitch don't last forever. So on YouTube, all my past streams are there as well, which you can go and check out if you so choose. Like how we got to this point in the trucking sim, because that's all there from the very beginning to today, which will be there in a couple of days. Alright guys, hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. If I don't, I'll see you when I do. Until then, take it easy, have a good one, enjoy the rest of what's left of the week, and have a good weekend and all that kind of stuff, and we will see you later. Bye guys.